Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my birthday. Get ready with me. Today is October 28th and I'm turning 28 years old. It is my golden year. I know a lot of people are afraid to tell their age, but baby, I don't care because I look good. Okay. So I'm going to be getting ready with you guys. I'm not really going to be doing like my hair. I did my hair off camera, but I'm going to do my makeup and just kind of do like a chit chat and just give you guys some words of wisdom of what I've learned over my 20s and learned in the year of 27, like that really stood out for me in the year of 27, and what I'm looking forward to for year 28. And I hope that you guys learned something from that video. I hope you guys take away from something from this video and just enjoy watching me beat my face because baby, it's immaculate. Okay, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's really given. It's really given. But yeah, so before we continue, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Okay, I know that I've been gone for a long time, but I'm back now. Yeah, I'm back and I'm better than ever. Okay, let's get to this video. I don't know, this is just so nerve-wracking for me because I literally have not recorded a video, a sit-down video like this. Oh snap, in so long. I always forget not to twist this top off. But we are going to like get into some things because I feel like the year of 27 was such a year for me, like a year of reflection, a year of isolation, a year of just really like getting myself together and trying to figure out like what am I gonna do. It was a year of blessings. I got married, I got engaged, like there's so many things that happened. I moved, like there's just so many like big things that happened year 27. All the details for everything that I use will be down below as well, so I'm not going to go over like what I'm using. I'm just going to be like rolling through this because if I do that, it's going to make this video really long and I don't want it to be long. But yeah, I feel like, oh my god, I'm missing something. The only weird thing that I'm going to tell you guys that I'm doing right now is putting cortisone on my eyebrows. If you watch my vlogs, then you would know why I'm putting this on. If you don't watch my vlogs, then you should go watch my vlogs so you should know why I'm putting this on. But yeah, baby, it's been a rough birthday. Let me just say that. Okay, it's been a rough birthday. But the thing that I feel like I want to start off with is to be patient with yourself and your growth. Be patient and appreciative of the wins that you make and the wins that you achieve, the goals that you set for yourself. Really live in the moment. I feel like I spent so much of my 20s in general, just not living in the moment and just constantly being afraid of the future and not really appreciating the things that were happening for me right in front of my eyes, the prayers that were being answered right in front of my eyes. You know, I was not able to appreciate that because I was just constantly living in a state of fear of what's to come next, fear of what may not come, fear of not achieving certain things. And I feel like I robbed myself of so much happiness and joy in my early 20s, and I stressed so much, and my hair paid for it because when I stressed out, I actually lose hair, and my hair paid the price for it. I paid the price for it. It just was not a fun time for me. And if I could go back and tell my young 20s, my 27-year-old me or 25-year-old me anything, it would literally be to just live in the moment and be grateful. I feel like just being grateful and being appreciative of the moment that you're in, the things that you have in your life, and looking at the glass half full will just make you so much more happier in life instead of looking at what you don't have. Because we all have things that we don't have. I mean, we all want things that we don't have, and we probably may never get it. So we spend majority of our lives like being upset because we don't have these things. We're just always gonna walk around unhappy. Between the age of 25 and 27, I spent a lot of it just not being happy with where I was in life, and just looking back at the past and the future. Looking back at the past and, oh well, if I had did that and I had did this and I had did that, I would be here and I'll be like this and I'll be like this person and I'll be like that person. And like comparing yourself to other people, or just seeing other people succeed and doing things that you want to do or pursuing and doing, and you not knowing their story, is just literally going to rob you of your happiness. Like, I know they always say that comparison is the thief of joy, and it may sound redundant when you say it over and over again, but it so is. So for me, I really learned to just be appreciative. I'm learning to be appreciative of what I have, because when I sit and I look at my life, like, my life is so much more than what I thought it could be. I never thought that like I would be where I am right now. And granted, I'm not exactly where I want to be 100%. I am not fully like living to my what I believe I should be living in my mind, but that's just us being humans and me being me, and always being an overachiever and never really being satisfied with what I have and what I've gained. But because I always just want to achieve more, and I know that I'm capable of achieving more. Let me not say I'm not satisfied. I just know that I can achieve more. Like, I'm one of those people that's so goal driven. Like, if I hit one task, I want to go to the next one. But then at the same time, I am my worst enemy, and I procrastinate, or I talk myself out of it, because I have those moments where I'm comparing myself to other people and not understanding why I'm not winning. And I've been going at certain things for so long, but I just have to learn to be appreciative. And back to me right now, like, in my space, I'm living a life that I never thought that I would have been able to live. It's always just been a dream. I've always wanted to live in a high rise. I've always wanted to live on my own and live the life that I'm living. And I never thought that I'll be able to do it. I never thought that 2020 would be the year where I'll be moving out of my mother's house and moving into a beautiful apartment. I never thought that I would then move from out of there to move to a high rise. That has always been something that I've wanted to experience, living in floor to ceiling windows, and honestly, like, 21-year-old me wanting this life that I'm living. And that saying, when they say God has granted you the things that you used to pray for, and that is my life right now. And I just feel like everything happens at its own time. And I've come to realize that now. And it's hard to realize it because us as humans, we don't have patience. But just having patience with the things that are meant for you are going to come to you in due time. And if you're doing your part on your side and working towards it, and, you know, being ready and prepared for that blessing and that door to open, is going to come to you. If it's written for you, it's going to come to you. If it's not, you could pull tooth and nail and it would never come to you. And you have to be okay with that, because that means that it's not meant for you, and it probably would have done more harm in you achieving that thing than you not getting it, than that pain of you not getting it. And I always say the worst thing is having something and losing it than to not have it at all, because then you never experienced it a day in your life. Next thing, and the next topic that I want to touch on, is friendships. And I feel like I always kind of have a conversation about friendships. I don't know. There's just always a topic that I feel like it's important, and I feel like every year I learn something new about myself, and I learn something new about friendships. And for me, what I have learned is that your friendships have seasons. And there are going to be times that people who were the closest to you may not be the closest to you at a certain time. And that is okay. And you have to realize that sometimes things happen within their lives, within your lives, where God is just, or the universe, whatever you want to say, God is just preparing you, preparing them for the next chapter. And that next chapter may not involve them, and their next chapter may not involve you. I feel like I went through a period of isolation. I went through a period of self-reflection. I went through a period in multiple stages of my life where I really just looked at my friendships and thought about, like, what is most important to me? What do I want out of my friendships? Who are the people that I want around me? What type of love do I want? What type of love do I want to give? What type of friend do I want to be? What I learned is that for me, what I suffered most with is being able to share my losses and share when I was down. I never wanted to feel down or look like I was down. I never wanted to share, like, things that were happening in my life, I feel like I was the type of person that always like check up on my friends, and then I would end up like finding out what's happening, and that didn't necessarily happen with me all the time. And I used to harbor it and feel like, you know, these people don't care about me the way I care about them, and you know, like I don't feel like I want friends like that. And sometimes that's okay too, because sometimes you really have to realize that people love differently than you do, and you have to sit with yourself and really ask yourself, like, can I accept this kind of love? Like, am I okay with accepting this kind of love that this person is capable of giving me? I know that it's not that they dislike me. I know that it's not that they don't care. They're just incapable of giving love the way I give love, or the way I want to receive love. And you have to ask yourself, am I okay with receiving love the way they give it? And if you're okay with it, amazing. You can just go on life being okay with it. But if you're not, that's also okay. I don't feel like as an adult you should force friendships that no longer serve you, or force relationships, even if it's a romantic relationship. Sometimes you grow, and unfortunately the sad part about growth is that sometimes you grow apart, and that's okay. And I feel like we have to realize that everything in life really happens for a reason. And the same way how you can have a romantic relationship and it was only there to teach you a lesson, that's the same thing for friendships. So my point is that as you get older, you're gonna find yourself like losing friends, not being as close to friends, you and your friends' interests changing, and you not really fully understanding what it is. You might have senses of insecurities, especially when you start seeing friends, like, I know I experienced that. You see your friends like distance themselves from you and then like get closer to other people. And I know for me personally, like when I stopped partaking in things that I had no business partaking in the first place, if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not here to spill out my sins to nobody. I feel like, and this is just me, I never had a conversation with any of my friends to actually see if this is how they felt or not, but I do feel like because I stopped partaking in those things, that maybe they just don't see me as like a fun person to be around anymore, or because I don't partake in it, they don't want to put me in a situation where I'm around it. I don't know. And it made me feel a little insecure. It made me feel like, you know, am I not a good enough friend where you don't want to hang out with me unless I partake in this? Like, is this the thing that made me fun? Am I boring? Like, without this, do I need to like go back to doing these things to, you know, keep these friendships? Am I changing? Like, am I acting different? Like, really like looking hard at myself to try to figure out what the hell is going on, because I could not figure it out. And I was struggling and I was going through it, and I was like, oh my God, I was crying every day. Like, friendships are hard. For me personally, I find friendships to be hard. And honestly, I don't think they ever felt like that. It was just me being in my mind and going through changes and different interests in my life now, and a different direction in my life, and being insecure about it, and feeling like maybe people are going to treat me differently because of it, like that. I just do feel like your friendships go through seasons, and sometimes we just need different friend groups. I've come to realize that too. I feel like I was like such in a state of like high school friends, let me not say high school friends. I was such in a high school state of mind where it's like, oh, these are my friends and these are my friends and that's it. And I don't want to make no new friends, no new friends, no new friends. But it's just like sometimes you need new friends, because there are friends that you grow up with, and sometimes you guys, as you guys grow, y'all don't always have the same interests. You don't always want to do the same things. And not everyone is a brave Betty and is okay with like doing things on their own. I'm not. I don't like to do things by myself. I want connections, I want vibes, I want people. I'm a shy person, so I need my people around me to make me feel like a little bit good and confident in what I'm doing. I just cannot do things by myself. I need to probably break out of that shell, and it'll probably make me a better human being to myself, but I cannot do it. I can't do it. So I just feel like having different friendships and different friend groups for different things is okay as well. It doesn't mean that you don't care about the other friend or you want to leave the other friend out. It's just that I want to do this right now and you don't. I want to do this and you don't want to do this, and you don't find this interesting, but I still want to do it. So why not find like-minded people to do the things that you like to do? Or even if it comes down to like business and work, like me as right now as an influencer, I have different friend groups where there may be someone who's an influencer, but there may not be. I have friend groups where I'm the only person who does what I'm doing and do social media and all of that. I have model friends, and we all understand our life and our lifestyle and our schedules and everything, but then I have friends who aren't models, so they won't be able to relate to me on certain things. So I feel like having friends for different things is so important because it's a way of networking and allowing you to like elevate yourself and broaden your experiences in life. So never be afraid of making new friends, and never be afraid of detaching from friends or just relationships as a whole. Whether it's a job, a man, like detaching from what no longer serves you is so important, because holding on to dead weight will hold you back. Like, believe it or not, even if it's as small as a friendship, and I don't feel like friendships are small at all. I feel like they play such a major part into your life. But just don't hold on to dead things. Like, dead weight is like, it's a freaking disease. It's poison. That's it. It's not really much else that I have to say. I feel like being patient, I had to learn how to be patient in my growth, and I feel like that also comes with like giving yourself grace and all of that. I feel good. I feel like I have good insight of what's happening in my life. And even if I don't have insight, I'm trusting the process, because I know that eventually it'll all make sense, because it always ends up making sense at some point. And it's only there to just make me stronger and better as a person, as a friend, as a sister, as a daughter, as now a wife. So yeah, like that's just all I can say. And what I want for 28 is just, it's my golden year. I'm turning 28 on the 28th. Like, it is my golden year, and it's gonna be 81 degrees. Like, God is just blessing me already, because baby, I'm wearing a mini dress today. Okay, I'm wearing a mini dress tonight. It is 72 degrees outside in October. Okay, October 28th. Okay, it has not, we haven't even had like a hot summer really, and we having a hot fall. Baby, come on. If that's not telling me that this is going to be my year, I don't know. I don't know what else is. Just know what I want for 28 is just for me to be more consistent in myself, to be more determined with the goals that I set for myself, and to just be consistent in what I do and what I say that I'm going to do. Whether that's going to the gym more, whether that is, you know, posting on social media more and taking it seriously and just loving the process instead of just wanting to see results and actions like right now, right now. I just want to love the process. I want to love the process of everything that I do. Even if I go on a new endeavor, a new whatever it is, I just want to love the process. And I feel like that's what's most important. That's what makes the journey important. Yeah, I just want happiness, like genuine happiness. I want to focus on objectively being happy. I want to put my energy into making sure that I'm looking at the glass half full all the time, no matter the circumstance. I want to show up for my friends more. I want to show up for my family more. I want to show up for you guys more. I feel like I get into ruts and I just like go into hiding, and I probably should use those times to do something positive, something, you know, motivating, something that'll get me from point A to point B instead of dwelling. I feel like that's my biggest thing. I want to make new friendships, you know, believe it or not, as much as I'm saying, like, friendships are scary, especially in New York. Friendships are scary in New York, okay? If you're from New York, you know. It's scary. But I want to make new friendships. I want to make lasting friendships. I want to build on the friendships that I already have and make it sustainable. And like I said before, be a better friend to people that I, you know, need to be better friends to. And not even to people that needs to be better friends to. Like, I know what I need to work on as a friend, and I just want to just be a better friend. I want to be a better sister, a better wife to my husband. I just want to be better. I want to be better in everything that I do. You know what I mean? I want to elevate the content that I bring you guys. I want to revamp everything in my life and just make it better. You know? I'm about to be 30 years old. Let me stop, because I really don't care. Like, people be like, oh my god, 30, and I just feel like 30s is really like your first year of being grown. Like, let's be for real. Because your 20s is not you grown. I am not grown. I did not know what the hell I was doing half of my 20s. But all I knew is every single year I got older, I was like, God did not take me this far to just get this far. And I still feel like that. He did not bring me this far only to get this far. Ain't no way. He did not instill all of these talents and all of these goals and all of these visions and all of these dreams just to be like, well, you know, you're just a dreamer. No, I am not. I am not a dreamer. I'm a doer, okay? So we're going to get this thing done one way or the other, okay? One way or the other. This year, I'm really just tapping into myself. Like, I'm going crazy about me. Let's put it like that. I'm putting myself first. I feel like I've said this last year. Last year was supposed to be my year of me putting myself first, and I didn't do that. I was still putting other people before me. I was putting other people's happiness before me, and it kind of like bit me in the ass. But that's a different story that is never going to be told, because I gave that up to God. Like, I gave that solution and that pain that I went through and embarrassments and all of that to God, because that's just the way I just chose to handle that situation. It's just better that way. But yeah, man, this year I'm just, as much as I'm saying I'm being selfish, I just got married, so it's like, it's but so much selfish you can do. Being married, you gotta think about somebody else. But I'm talking about like putting my happiness first and not, oh my God. You know what else I learned? Say no. Say no. Okay? Part of me feeling the way I feel and like feeling like burnt out, like I felt so many stages of being burnt out, and it's because I just spread myself thin. And I spread myself thin because I didn't want to like miss out on opportunities, like have FOMO. So whether it was work, hanging out with friends, or like taking on things I had no business taking on for the sake of like, I really love this person, I care about this person, and I want to do it for them, even though I know that like functionally I could not, like it's not going to work for me. Like, I don't have the time to invest into this thing and to do this thing for this person, but I want to do it, so I'm going to make it work. And it ends up stressing me out. I end up like investing so much of my time into it and so much of my energy, and I always regret it in the end. Not for the sake of like doing it, because I still want to do it. I'm happy that I did it, and it always comes out beautiful no matter what it is, whether it's planning an event or anything. But I just feel like when you go through those moments of like, you're always there for other people, even when you're like spreading yourself thin and no one's there for you, you end up regretting like doing certain things, even though you didn't do it to get anything in return. You know what I mean? You didn't do it to get anything in return, but you end up regretting it because you don't have the energy to put it into yourself. You don't have the energy to do the things that you want to do because you're so busy taking care of everyone else that you're not taking care of you. And no one can take care of you better than you can take care of you, and no one is even taking care of you because they feel like, oh, you got it all together, or like they just aren't really thinking of you in that way, and not maliciously, and not like not thinking of you maliciously, or like, you know, like F that girl, but just they're just not thinking of you at all. Like, they're living their own life and they're not thinking about what is going on with Fanta. I haven't spoken to Fanta in like how long or whatever. The only person that should be thinking about you is you. And if you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about pleasing everyone around you, like, you are going to be fucked, okay? That's how I feel. Say no. It's okay to say no. You're not going to lose a friendship saying no. If somebody's mad at you, they'll get over it. Set boundaries. Like, enough is enough. At a certain point, you got to tell yourself, enough is enough. You need to rest. You need to reset. You need to put life into you. You need to recharge. Like, Okay, when you use a phone up and it dies, what are you gonna do? You can't continue using the phone. When it died, it's dead. It's gone. Like, you want to use yourself up until you're dead? No. Like, you don't want to look at your life and think, oh, you lived your life for others your whole entire time. Nobody wants to do that. I don't want to do that. And I had to learn that I don't want to do that. Like, for a while, I was doing that. Not that I was living I was living my life for others. When I was younger, I lived my life like for my dad. Like, I wanted to make my dad so proud of everything that I did. Like, I got powder on my face. But I wanted to make my dad so proud of every single thing that I did, and I went so hard, and he was just like a typical like man, and was just never really satisfied. And you know, I excelled very well in school, like graduated like highest of my class, took regions, like mainly all of my regions in middle school. Before I even got to high school, I was in like, you know, scholar classes, all of that. Like, had full scholarships to go to college that I couldn't even go to because they didn't want me to go away. And I always regret that because I never like experienced that life, and I wish I did. I wish I experienced like going away. But everything happens for a reason, and things make you who you are. You know, life is just kind of like mapped out for you. But yeah, I just lived my life for him. And then I feel like after that, I went through a period of time where I was like kind of living my life for an ex. It's horrible. Don't ever live your life for a guy. And I don't think I lived my life for him. It's just that I was just such in a lost space in life, and wanting love and yearning for love. Like, I was willing to do anything to achieve it because I wasn't feeling that at home. I'd never felt like I was good enough, so I just wanted to be good enough at something. And I know that I knew how to give love, so I just wanted to be good, you know? Like, I wanted to be like the best love you ever freaking experienced in your entire life. I want you to choke on the love that I'm giving you. Like, that's just how it was. And it was horrible because, yeah, we ended up breaking up anyways. And that was a waste of time. It wasn't a waste of time, actually, because I'm always grateful for that relationship, and I say it to everyone. I'm always grateful for that relationship because he was such a wholesome person, and but like really opened my eyes to the hurt and the trauma that I was going through, and realizing that I have to heal from this in order to love anybody properly, because I just did not know how to love properly. I don't know what I was doing. I still can't make out like what I was doing, but I know that like I was not putting myself first. I was not communicating properly. I didn't know how to show love or be affectionate or be like open with my feelings, and I was just so shy, and I just didn't want to do anything wrong, so I just chose not to do anything at all. Like, I wouldn't really talk. I wouldn't really like engage with like his family or anything like that. Like, I was just so afraid of like not being accepted that I just did not be myself. And I feel like that's what it was. Like, I just was not myself in that relationship. And now, because of that, like, that was like the biggest like self-reflecting point in my life that started my journey of like healing from my trauma and realizing that I actually have trauma and that I need to like heal from it. And yeah, I'm always grateful for that relationship. Everything in this world, you can freaking achieve it. Like, if there's anything that I learned in my younger 20s, because I officially am over on the other side of the 20s now. In my younger 20s, is that you can do anything that you set your freaking mind to. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can do anything in this damn world that you set your mind to. You just have to want it bad enough. You just have to want it bad enough. If you want to lose weight, you have to want it bad enough. If you want to gain weight, you have to want it bad enough. If you want to gain muscle, you have to want it bad enough. Like, that's just really what it is. Like, even when it came down to me earlier this year, my weight, I was so unhappy with my weight. I was like the most unhappy I've ever been with my body, like ever. I wore sweatpants consistently for like a year, 2 years almost. I was so unhappy. I would look at myself and just tear myself apart. I just hated it so much. And you know, earlier this year, I was like, I'm going to start going to the gym. This is before I even got engaged. And then I got engaged like a month after going to the gym. I was like, oh yeah, we really go to the gym now. And I lost 10 pounds, and I've like I can see the difference in the way my body is, the way clothes fit me, the way certain jeans fit me. And it just makes me feel so confident. And I'm like, I don't want to lose this confidence again. I don't want to, at no point in my life, like feel the way I used to feel before. And I know what I need to do to not feel that way. So you just have to want things bad enough, no matter what it is. We all have something in the back of our minds that we're afraid of doing, and you never want to look back on life and be like, damn, I wish I actually did that. I wish I took the time to try to do this thing that I always wanted to do my whole entire life that I didn't do because I was too afraid of doing it, because I felt like Susan and Hannah or whomever are gonna judge me. Who are they? They paying your bills? I'm confused. So tonight I am going to Mastros. Child, I don't know how to say that name, but Mastros. I've never been there before. And I'm just going out with my man. I'm going out with my husband tonight. All of my friends are like away. They're not here. And honestly, I'm okay. I feel like I'm in a space now where I feel like being married kind of like changes certain things. Like, I feel like you get married and people think that like you can't live life. I don't understand, because ain't nothing changed with the last name. That's it. I'm still me. I'm still gonna act like me. I'm still gonna be me. I'm still gonna hang out with my friends. Like, I'm really sorry because I really don't know where the camera cut off at. But yeah, those are things that I learned in my younger 20s, and I hope that you guys are able to take that information and do better than I did in life. Like, take your chances. You never want to look back at things and look back at life with regrets of like not doing anything, because time you will never get back. Go on that trip, take that class, go on that diet. I don't know, just do whatever it is that you want to do. Like, don't let the fear stop you, because fear is like your worst enemy. Fear is only placed there to like stop you from doing what you're made to do, to be honest. Like, that's just what I think fear is, except for fear of heights. Fear of heights is like, baby, God didn't give me no wings. I am not meant to fly. Okay? If I was, I would have been a bird. I'm a bird internally. Like, spiritually, I'm a bird. Physically, I got hands, fingers, feet to stand. I don't want to fly. Okay? Anything that has to do with me being in the air outside of my will, or in an airplane going to God's beach, I don't want to do it. I want to know what it is that you guys want to see from me. What do you want to see more of? Is there anything that I used to do that I no longer do that you guys want to see more of? If there's something that I haven't done that you would love to see me do, that you think that you want to see more of, or I'll be good at, or do you see, have you seen something like on my other platforms like TikTok or Instagram, Pinterest, that I have not shown you guys or posted here? You know, this thing right here, it needs a moment of its own. I thought that it was all a hype. A baby, I've been using these last couple of days, and baby, my makeup has been sitting like no other. It's actually ridiculous. I don't know what's in here. It's crack. Alrighty, so now it's time to do our hair. Super excited. I don't really like cutting baby hairs into my hair anymore. I just feel like it just looks more natural. It just looks cleaner for me personally. If you want to rock baby hairs, go ahead. I love seeing it. I love the fluffiness of the baby hairs and stuff. I just feel like I don't have enough forehead for it. Like, not everything is for you. That's another thing that I learned too. Not everything is for you. Like, we live in a world where like everyone's influencing and everyone is influenced in some way, shape, or form. And not everything is for you. Like, sometimes what works for Joe and Sam is not going to work for you. You know what else I've been watching, y'all? I have been on a totally different topic of turning 28. I have been watching Salt Lake City. Why y'all didn't tell me in all these years that Salt Lake City was really as juicy as it is? I did not know the girlies was out here like that in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, I was so close to going to Utah too. Salt Lake Salt Lake City, to take my photos and stuff. I was so close and I did not go. But I love them. Like, I've just finished watching them, but I love them. They're so entertaining. I feel like they're better than they're more entertaining to me than Atlanta. I don't feel like they're better. I don't want to like compare and put women against each other and stuff. Like, it's weird. Okay, it's definitely gonna stop. Like, I definitely ate this as well. Okay, I ate. So I'm just gonna throw a little wand curl in here, a little 1-2 wand curl, and we're gonna like get back. And I'm gonna show you guys my outfit. I'm giving like a very moment right now. Okay, it's giving. I mean, I'm definitely not a devil, but it's giving like Doja Cat. She a devil, she a bad lover, she a rebel. Yeah. So let's, you know, do our thing and I'll be back. Y'all gonna see me looking all cute and all fun and all sexy. Feel me? Yeah. Now that my hair is curled, I'm just gonna take some Kenra moisturizing oil. And it's just kind of like a dry oil type of thing. Just run my fingers through the curls. For earrings, I'm wearing these Bottega dupes. If you guys seen it all over TikTok, I'm sure. And I'm just obsessed with these. And you know what's so crazy? I just love the TikTok world because before it became like a whole thing to like find the dupes on Amazon, I literally was contemplating my life and like, oh, maybe I should buy this for my birthday. Am I sick in the head? Is it crack? It must be, because clearly I'm not thinking right. But yeah. And then here comes TikTok just telling me to save my coins and get it for $15. So this is the look that it's giving. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys like the full vibe of everything. I'm gonna be taking pictures, so I'm gonna include some pictures in here. But yeah, don't forget to watch my birthday vlog. Oh my gosh, wait, I need to tell you guys my scent of the day and my scent of the night. And my scent of the night is going to be a mix. And it's so crazy because the theme for this birthday is red and I ended up going with red bottles for perfume. But I mixed my Kilian Rolling in Love, I don't know if it, with my Baccarat Rouge by Maison Francis Collagen Body. These two together just smell divine, like honestly. Mainly the Rolling in Love, but with the little balance of extra sweetness that comes from, I'm telling you right now, I do not steer you wrong when it comes to perfumes. I will not steer you wrong when it comes to perfumes, especially blending perfumes. Like, I just love blending it and making my own scent. I have like this other scent that I wear like every day, and people always compliment me on it. Even like Ali the other day was like, what do you have on? It smells so good. And it's like perfumes that I've had already, but I just mixed it and kind of like made my own thing. I love doing that. So if you guys want a series of just mixing perfumes and perfumes that I feel go well with each other, high end and low end, let me know and I'll definitely bring that video to you guys. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for, you know, watching my birthday video with me, and hopefully you guys will watch my birthday vlog as well. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. That's that shit that drives me crazy.